sweet, Hera. Such a sweet girl. Hers is so sweet. Yeah, you are. Oh my goodness. Look at that puppy. Oh, those baby's so cute. What's on your face, Hera? I got a spot. There's slime in me. Hello, hello, everyone. Who's responsible for this? How's everyone doing today? So glad to see everyone here. Hello, hello. Hi, Anna. Hi, Rose. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Beth. I'm so glad to see everyone here today. Kind of early on a Friday today. Friday. This week is completely discombobulated, isn't it? We don't know what's going on. Hello, hello. So glad to see everyone joining me today. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate you. Make sure you're hitting that heart button. Share it away. I so appreciate it. All right. So it looks like, was Sober the first one to share my live? Yeah. Looks like Sober Beautiful Disaster was the first one to share my live. It doesn't feel like a Friday. I know, right? All right. We are going to give Sober a... My husband is playing my voice in the background. It's very distracting. He couldn't find the volume. All right. Where was I? Doing a card reading for Sober Beautiful Disaster. Let's see what we got going on here. And I love that name, Sober Beautiful Disaster. This says so much. Like, aw, thank you. For one thing, sober, congratulations, because that kind of insinuates that you had a problem and now you're sober. And that you just honor every step of the way. And I so love that. Okay, this is the stack I'm filling for you. Let's see what we have going on. Oh, all right. Okay, so we were talking about Sober Beautiful Disaster, and the first card I got was the Devil card, and the Devil card is just about something that takes you away from what your goals are. You know, a lot of people's like, oh my goodness, this is evil. No, it's not really evil. I mean, the devil can be food or too much exercise or your phone, or it could be drugs or alcohol, just whatever is taking you. It could be another person influencing you away from the path you're supposed to be on. So where is this coming from? What is this related to? The next card I got, thank you, was the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, you can see how just exhausted. And the Cups is about relationships. This person is like, I am so done with these exhausting relationships. So what is distracting you and what is getting you off of your path is a relationship, someone in your ear, someone who is draining your energy. What do you need to do about it? You need to stand in the power of your motivation. What motivates you? Always go back to what your motivation is. No matter what it is, when you start feeling that you're getting off your path, what motivates you? Look at that. Stare at what motivates you. And the Empress card, this is a beautiful ending. It's just about the strength you have within you. You have everything you have within you. You just need to make sure you're sitting in that. You don't see that she is out running a marathon, lifting weights. She is sitting quietly. She is sitting with herself. She's sitting with her feelings, and she is sitting with her own power. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Visiting her son. Aww. Reading some of the comments here. I am so happy to have everyone here today. I'm so glad to see everyone. What a beautiful day. We're going to do one more card reading, and then I'm going to roll right into relatives, right into the dead people. Thank you, LSU Mom. Good to see you also. I have a couple of things coming up. Lots of excitement going on. I don't know if anyone has signed up to be on my email list. If you are on my email list, then you've already heard about some of these things. But one of them is called Divine Collective. So when you go on my website, and the very top on one of the landing pages, you will see Divine Collective, and it is a subscription program where we will meet in person a couple of times a month. There will be a community where you can ask questions and me or someone else will answer you. There will be meditations giving out. I have found that when people are going through a spiritual awakening, just today, I had an appointment with someone and I was reading her and she said, I just have some questions too. And they were all about the spiritual path. What happens when you're going through the dark night of the soul? What does that even mean? And those questions will be answered in the Divine Collective. It's just a beautiful support group. Also, free readings coming up there will be free readings in the Divine Collective also. Once a month we'll get together and do free readings. And once a month we'll have a training, lots of fun stuff. Also, yes, Divine Collective. If you want to register for it, use the code FREE, F-R-E-E. Welcome, Kara. And it will be free until September. And the reason I'm doing that, given July and August free, is because the technology. I know the information and the idea in my head I have behind this Divine Collective is solid. We just need to make sure the technology is solid. So we're going to be beginning pigging people for the next couple of months, and until we make sure the technology is good behind it. And then on June 13th, there is a free Demystifying Spirit event. So if you haven't registered on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, on that front page, there is a way to sign up for communications from me. That's how I always get out there. Aww. Welcome then, honey. All right. Let's see, who was the next person who shared my live? Thank you. We'll do the hearts here. Anne Flint sent me lots of gifts, so thank you. We're gonna do some card readings for her, and then we're gonna roll into readings. I'm not sure if we're gonna do spirit led or if I'm just gonna play Wheel of Fortune? Yeah, kind of spinning it, or is that Price is Right where you spin it? I guess you had to spin it on both, right? Okay, Anne Flint, this card reading is for you, honey. Let's see what we have going on here. Drum roll, please. Okay. Starting right out with, oh wow, okay. There's some things going on in your work environment. The first card we have is the Three of Pentacles. This is about working as a team. Okay, so we're about working as a team. It could be as a work environment or volunteering somewhere, working as a team. But then we're like, what is this talking about? Well, where are we headed working with a team? Headed in a new direction. If you're getting offered the opportunity to work on a team, to hook up with other, not hook up, you know what I mean, to get together with other people for a common goal, absolutely do that. The Chariot is about heading in a new direction. Make sure that you are going in the direction that the team is pulling you. This is telling me that this team that you're working on, this group that you're with, is going to kind of try your patience some, but you're going to learn a lot. There are certain times in our lives where we're like, oh my goodness. But those are the times we can frequently learn a lot from our situation. I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. Thank you, so appreciating it. I also appreciate that just while I have been on this live, there's been a couple of people that have signed up as a new subscriber on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. How are you going to keep your patience when you are working on this team and with these other people? You are going to stand strong in your knowledge. You know what you know. It is so frustrating sometimes when you're working with people and you've been doing something for a long time. You know the ins and outs of it. And I'm not saying don't look at new ideas, but if we've already tried an idea and you're like, no, I was around. I was here when we tried that new idea and it didn't work and this is why. Make sure you're standing firm in your convictions and standing firm in your belief. And in the end, you will build a solid relationship with these people. So when you're reading cards, I actually pulled an extra one and didn't even realize it. It is telling a story. This tells me that you need to start working as a cohesive team. There is a group of people you're being called to work with. As you're working with these people, you're going to be headed in a new direction. The new direction is the way you are supposed to go. They are going to try your patience, though. Sometimes that's where we are really grow as people, when our own convictions are being tried. That's a huge growing opportunity. How are you going to get through that without losing your mind? Stand in your beliefs. You have a lot of knowledge and infrastructure that you're bringing into this situation. Stand in your beliefs. Don't stand so hard you're not listening to other opinions, but make sure you're standing in your beliefs. And a very happy card to end it with, which is a 3 of Cups, which is about 3 people coming together in friendship. So make sure you are looking at your goal of, I know I'm going to have a good ending in this, and don't rip your hair out. Thank you, Sarah. Sarah, I think you're kind of a new follower. I'm not sure, but I so appreciate, all of a sudden, you have been sharing and my lives like crazy. I so appreciate your support. And I actually think you're kind of new here. I wouldn't swear to that, but I think so. All right, let's do some reading, because I know that's what you people are here for. What should I do? Are we doing spirit-led or spinning the... We're going to do spirit-led. Can any guesses of why I said we're going to do spirit-led? I bet no one can guess why I said spirit-led, can you? I know y'all know. Yeah. The moderator says he can. Yes, someone is waiting patiently. Someone else said your husband, because your moderator said those are good guesses, but it is because my moderator didn't have a chance to ask. There is a gentleman standing here. Yes, Jess got it right. Someone really wants to be heard. This gentleman stepping up has a grandfather energy to him. I'm hearing the name Harry around him. He was I was about to say farmer, but let me hit this energy again, because he has farming energy about him, but was he? Yes, he was. Okay. Sometimes when I say, oh, he was a farmer, he has farmer energy, they were a farmer when they were younger, but not as they got older. He is showing me that he was a farmer, like he grew up on a farm and he was a farmer when he got older. He's showing me snippets of his farming life where he never gave up farming, but he would also do something on the side. Do whatever it took to make ends meet. Okay. He had one of those, what brand name? Stanley? A Stanley thermos that he would carry, because he had his lunchbox he took with him was hard-sided, and it flipped open like this, and it was round, and it was silver. And the coffee thermos he had a screw top on it. He is joking and letting me know there was coffee in there, but he did like to have a drink. Because when I said, oh, you took coffee in there, he said, are you sure it's coffee? Yes, I am. He's just teasing me. He was a teaser. He liked to tease people. This man was also very much a follower of Christ. He's funny. Very good personality. Everything he has said to me, he has said it. When you're doing mediumship, it could be Henry. It could be. I was hearing this H name. I thought it was Harry, but we absolutely could be Henry. Whenever you're doing mediumship, it's not just about what the information you're getting, it's how you're getting it. And everything he has shown me has been funny. When he was talking about the Stanley Cup and then are you sure I have coffee in it? He showed me that in a funny way. When he said he was a follower of Christ, he's like, not like those yahoos you've had on your, I don't know what has been going on lately, but on my TikTok, I've just been having some people commenting, about how lovely they think I am. Not really. And he was like, not like those yahoos. I really was a follower of Christ, meaning he loved people. Okay, so some people are asking me some questions, and let me answer those first. Could it be Henry? It could. Could it be Larry instead of Harry? I love this question because this is really about the medium and how we get and receive information. Because sometimes I would say, you know what, this could be Larry instead of Harry. But today I'm going to say no, it's not Larry, because it's according to how I got the information. I heard H really heavily. So it's like, oh, we have Harry, but it could be Henry. Now, there are times where I was like, oh, it's Harry. Now, if I heard the airy really strongly, then I would say, you know what, it could be Larry, Harry, Gary, Barry, something like that. But I did not hear airy. I did not hear that part of the name. I heard H.
So Amy is user 13812. Her grandfather is Henry, had a horse farm, and was religious, and Henry.
Okay. All right. Looks like we're with you. What's her
I
name?
asked her to claim it, but she.
What's her name, you said?
Name came up as Amy Blanchfield.
I think we're with Amy. My moderator is saying that's your name, but it's user 1312.
Yes.
Something, 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 something. I might ask you to go live, Miss Amy. I hope that's your name. That's what my moderator said your name was. If I'm wrong, you can correct me when you. Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Now, is your name Amy?
It is, yes.
Okay, very good. That's what my moderator's over there like, yes, because it's like, are you sure that's her name? Because I just need a bunch of names. He's like, yeah, no, that's her name. So where are you from, Amy?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. All right, very good. Now you think this is your, oh, I did say up front, I did say it was a grandfather energy, and you're saying this is your grandfather.
Yes. The only thing that didn't make sense to me was the thermos. He was very religious. He had a horse farm. His name was Henry, but I
Okay,
didn't really understand.
so
too
we're
much.
not going to let this, let the reading hang on this thermos, but I do want to get to the bottom of it since I have you on here. Now, is that something you just don't remember, or you're absolutely saying no, he never carried a thermos?
I mean, he really liked drinking coffee. He did drink coffee a lot, but
Okay.
and he did have the occasional beer, but I wouldn't. Something I don't remember. Maybe it's something I don't remember.
Okay, very good. All right. So now that for everyone watching, this is exactly what I wanted to know is that can we make some kind of connection with this thermos without making it fit? And she's like, oh yeah, he was a heavy, heavy coffee drinker. So it would make sense he had a thermos. And I did say that he drank, but he wasn't an alcoholic by any means. He would just drink every once in a while. And she did confirm that, and everything else fit. Now, this gentleman, now that you have gotten on my screen and he has gotten closer to me, I all of a sudden I feel the need to cough and clear my throat a lot. Was there something about him, his throat and clearing his throat towards the end of his life?
Yes, he had Parkinson's, which made it very difficult for him to speak at the end.
Okay, very good, because I'm just having all kinds of trouble swallowing, I'm coughing, but I'm not really having problems breathing. It's just more of this, yeah, that would make sense. He is, and he's also something that came through was he was a jokester. Like the way he presented the information, he was just funny about everything. Do you remember that about him?
Yes, he loved to tell his jokes, and yes, he was very, very funny. That's something I miss about him.
He is, I'm sorry, I just got a note on my iPad. Let me just recover from that for a moment. One of my kids' dogs is not doing well, and so when you're doing on an live like this, you read the text as they come across. Yes, so I'll send some thoughts out to my kiddo. Do you have a doggy in spirit? The second I said that, he's talking about this doggy he has in spirit. This dog is medium size. I wanted to call him, yes.
Yes, I do.
Okay, so now, does this dog have heart problems towards the end of his life?
Yes.
Yes, very good. Not very good, but I knew that text came up on, it's actually for everyone listening that studies mediumship, it's called the Force Connection. I knew that text came up on my iPad for a reason. My daughter talking about her dog's in heart failure. The instant I turned around, your grandfather said, I have the dog. Not talking about my daughter's dog, talking about your dog.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, this dog had heart problems. Your grandfather is mentioning that, oh, the dog is stepping up to take over now, is saying that they can run again. So towards the end of their life, they're showing me that they wanted to run because they thought they were a badass their entire life, even though they were very sweet. Just,
Yeah. Yeah.
they wouldn't have bitten anyone, but they certainly would have chased down a rabbit or a squirrel.
Yes. Yes.
And that dog wants you to know that they can run again.
Thank you.
And the second I said that and looked at this dog, they just started doing a circle, like not chasing his tail circle, but doing a circle, like when a dog gets really excited and they turn in a circle. Very good. All right, now we're going to pop back over to your grandfather. Your grandfather is like, it's crazy over here today. I was like, is it now? And he is telling me, Amy, that you have come up on some big life decisions lately and you're kind of at a crossroads and you're not quite sure which way to go. Do you understand what he's referencing?
Yes.
He says I thought he was going to come up with something very like wise and beautiful. He says go with your heart, honey. You know which way to go, but you're in analysis paralysis is what he's calling it. Get out of the analysis, drop into your heart, and go with your heart. He said, you know what you need to do, and sometimes the right decisions in life aren't easy.
Okay, I understand.
He's also telling me that he is going to be sending you he said birds. I was trying to get him to knock me down to a specific one. He's not, though. He's just showing me a bunch of different birds.
That makes a lot of sense to me because he said he was going to send me birds.
Very good. So I'm so glad he confirmed that. And I was trying to get him to give me a specific bird, and he wasn't. He was just showing me all the birds going through. All right. Thank you, Amy, for letting me read your grandfather. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Of course. Have a great day.
You too.
All right. That spirit did a really good job. I appreciate him. I know, right, Danielle? Some of these readings. There was one earlier today when my mentor students that I was mentoring that was also a gut wrencher. All right. We have a grandmother. I couldn't decide if I was going to go with spirit led or what I was going to do. Aw, thanks, Danielle. Thank you. I appreciate everyone's beautiful comments. If y'all don't mind, please continue sharing and liking my live. I so appreciate it. And make sure you're signing up for my newsletter. I have a lot of exciting things going on. Look who came to say hi. The big O. You want to see the big O? It's the big O. There he is. I don't want you in my lap, though, Odin. No, I don't want you climbing in my lap. Look at him. Look, he just wants some love, that big boy. Oh, the big O. That's right. I know. He's so sweet. He is my sweet babies. Actually, his sister Hera is much sweeter, but we still love him. He's just kind of destructive. Aren't you, Odin? He tries to be a bully because he's big, so he tries to like push his way through things. You do, Odin. You do. This boy's like 113 pounds and he's only 6.5 months. He's about to outweigh me. All right. I have to back up now. Oh, back. This next lady I have stepping up here is a grandmother energy. She is letting me know that she grew up in the country. And she did not have your classic country home. You know, a lot of times these people will step up and these country homes are kind of falling apart. They need, we have mastiffs and they think they're lap dogs. I know he tries to get in your lap. I just don't I'm not big on, I know, you don't come after me. I'm just not big about having dogs on furniture. I'm lazy and I don't like to constantly vacuum my furniture. But they have beautiful beds, several of them, many of them in our house. So, and he does. He likes to be in your lap. Okay, this lady, grandmother energy, is letting me know that she was in the country, but she had a nicer home and she canned a lot. And she's showing me she had a front porch. And she's showing me having rockers on the front porch. And she's on the front porch shelling peas. Shelling these peas on her front porch. And I'm just rocking away. She is showing me that she was I want to say glue. I was going to call her matriarch. For whatever reason, she stopped me. She's saying the glue that kept the family together. She's also showing me she went to church every Sunday and she was dressed. She also had one of those purses that has everything in it. And like she was showing me pulling tissues out of it, candy with stuff stuck on it. She had glasses. And I'm seeing possibly your grandmother. Okay, let me see. Let her give me something definitive. You know, she had heart problems actually. She's not saying that's what she died from, but she is saying it could be a synagogue. Yes, it could be a synagogue. But she is showing me that she had heart problems. She is also showing me that when she went to church, she always, if she was showing her legs, she always wore pantyhose. She was not about this, I'm going to go bare-legged thing. No, wasn't doing it. Okay, I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. And if you haven't clicked that follow button, please click the follow button. Also, subscribe. Go to my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. Subscribe for my newsletter. I have a lot of things going on right now. Just a lot of new things I'm kicking off. A lot of fun stuff. Some free stuff too. So look out for the free stuff. I know. Yes, if you want a guaranteed 100% an appointment, a reading that is just for you, the only way to do that is to book an appointment. But we do have access to me in group settings, many of them coming up that are free. One of them is a new community I have coming up. And yeah, it's called Divine Collective. You click on it, use the code FREE, and you won't be charged until September because we're working the bugs out of the back end of it. Okay, let me recap this. I have a grandmother energy. She lived out in the country. She is showing me that she had a pretty large garden that she would can out of. She is telling me that she was the glue that held the family together. She went to church every Sunday. When she went to church, and I shouldn't say went to church every Sunday. She's saying she went to church weekly. Let me be specific because she corrected me. I don't know what that means. When she went to church weekly, she would make sure that she was very much together, believed in dressing based on, and if she was showing her legs, she was going to be wearing pantyhose. She also had heart problems. She's letting me know. I'm hearing an L name around her, like Louise or Lorraine. All right, does this sweet lady belong to anyone? Let's see. I don't see anyone claiming her yet. Do you see anyone claiming her? Okay, Beth, you said possibly my Grammy. Is it your, oh, Loana? It could be Loana. That is not a name I would actually be able to get. Okay. Oh, looks like Beth is claiming her. She tried to claim her earlier. Let me see if you can go live, Miss Beth. Waiting for Beth to come up. I gotta wonder what I'm doing. It's like the spinning. I don't know. Is Miss Beth having connectivity problems? We lost her. We lost Beth. Let's try it again. All right, let's see if we can get her. I don't know what's going on with Beth today. Maybe she's having internet issues. Miss Beth, you having internet issues? I know our internet's been acting up where we live. It's like, I don't know why we have to pay so much money when it is down. Hi, Beth.
Hi, can you hear me now?
I
It
can.
keeps saying my connection is unstable, and there's a possibility that you said a name and I didn't catch it because I got kicked out. So
I just said there was an L name around her.
my daughter's name is Lauren.
Okay, very good. And so this would have been your grandmother or her grandmother?
Yes, My grandmother, her great
Oh,
grandmother.
her great grandmother. And did Laura know her?
Yes,
Okay, very good.
very well. My children loved her.
Okay, what a blessing for them to be able to know their great grandmother. So many people don't.
Yes. I'm blessed that my children have children right now, and my parents are still here. And they were actually, my grandson was able to know my grandmother's father, or my grandmother's husband. So my oldest grandson got to know his great great grandfather.
That is unbelievable. I
Yeah.
love that. Okay, very good. So now Beth has, for everyone watching, has confirmed all of the information that I have said, and that last part also about having an L name around her. And she had heart problems.
We didn't know that she did. That's actually what she passed from, just one day. Pure health, picture of health, could have outran anyone, and one day woke up with a stomach ache and died of a massive heart attack.
Very
And she
good.
was our glue. She was so much our glue.
Very good. I just went back down to, I was looking at the notes I had taken, and she kept bringing me to the heart problems, the heart problems. So I felt the need to say that again because the spirit standing here was bringing that to my attention.
I also just found out I have heart problems.
Ah, that is why she's bringing it to my attention then. I was about to delve into that a little bit better or more in depth because it's not an accident. The spirit kept wanting me to bring up these heart problems. She is wanting you to know that you are going to be around longer, and she's offering you comfort in that there's so much more better health care around than when she was sick. She is telling me she had actually gone to the doctor because she had felt like something was off and they missed it.
Yeah, that she went to the doctor. She had headaches a lot. So she saw a doctor a lot, and they should have caught that it was related to her heart, and they never did.
Yeah, that's what she just said. And she is talking about how, but she is saying now she's getting serious. She's been giving me information to confirm who she is, bringing up your health issues, talking, giving a lot of information about herself. But now she's gotten serious about you, Miss Beth, and she is saying, make sure you are doing what you need to do. And she is showing me cake, and I'm not saying you have a problem with cake, but she is telling me that there is.
You're assuming I have a problem, you said?
I said I'm not saying you have a problem with cake.
Oh, no, I do.
But she is saying that there is no piece of cake that is worth your relationship with your kids. But I do want to, Beth, real quick. Now, this is me talking and not your grandmother, because going through my cancer journey, I completely had to change how I ate and the foods I buy. And let me tell you, it's hard.
Oh, yeah.
I'm 55. When you are 54, 55, and you completely change how you eat and how you shop and what you buy, it's hard.
Yeah, it is. I've been trying to do it just pre-diabetic reasons, and sugar is my weakness. So cake makes sense.
Okay, so I was like, what is she saying? Okay, I'm just going to tell you because she's showing me some of my tricks of the trade. There is, and I do not get anyone watching, I do not get any feedback from what I'm about to say. There is a company, and my frustration as anyone who's watched me is there's no store you can go to and everything is healthy, which
Right.
is so bothersome. Not Whole Foods, nothing. But I do shop at Whole Foods some, and then Thrive Market. I don't know if you've heard about them, but Thrive Market. And if you go to if you go to their search bar and put keto in, it will send you some options that are sugar-free.
Oh, okay.
Now, saying that, you still have to be careful because some sugar-free items are also not healthy. But for the most part, most things on this site are.
I have heard of it, but for some reason I was thinking it was like the energy patches and stuff.
Oh yeah. No, they deliver it right to your door.
Okay.
Some items I can't find anywhere else there.
Sometimes the box is too big, though.
Sometimes the box is too big. What
It's
do you
too
mean?
heavy.
My moderator is complaining because do I ever carry those boxes in? I do not.
That's what you have a moderator for.
Right, I have a moderator for that. And he's complaining that sometimes they're too big. But she is saying this because she wants you to know that it's within your power. And even I feel like if you have not, it's not in the forefront, it's constantly in the back of your mind that you want to be here for your grandbabies and your great grandbabies.
Yeah.
And she is saying, take control of it, that you got this. Also, she is showing me you walking. She's saying, just start moving a little bit more. She's not saying go crazy. Don't go to the, you don't need to go to the gym for 2 hours a day. Just start moving more.
Yeah, I'm a server, so I walk a lot at work, but that's about it. Then I come home and I sit on my butt.
I don't know. I mean, waiting tables, that's a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
do
movement.
like 30 miles in a weekend normally.
Yeah, I don't think, I'm sorry, I was asking the spirit because I was about to say, I don't think you need any more, but then I realized you weren't really wanting my opinion. You're wanting your grandmother's opinion.
I'll take it all. I'll take it all.
Right. Now, what she is showing me is she's actually showing me some stretches, which is what she had done originally. So I don't think you really need any more movement at all, but make sure you're getting stretches in, light yoga, light, light, light. Don't do
I've
it.
actually been considering starting yoga.
Yeah, please start with the introductory class because if you go into a more advanced class, you'll get frustrated, and
Okay.
because I don't make mistakes like I did. Mm-mm. She is also talking about CJ, what a beautiful blessing you are to those you work with and those that you serve. I just did a TikTok about it. I don't know if you watched it, but I was talking about what a great job my followers do at being blooming where you're planted. And your grandmother is saying, Beth, that you do a wonderful job of that. People will sit at one of your tables and they're grumpy. They leave you feeling blessed and happy. And you probably know that because people tell you that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
they tell me that all the time. I heard that today.
yes. So when spirits say things that you already know, that you've already been told, it's a sign that they are around you. And also confirmation to keep doing what you're doing.
Good. I like to hear that because I like my job.
Yes, yes. And take it from, so I was a server earlier on. My husband and I, that's kind of our thing is we'll go out to dinner. And it's such a blessing when you are with someone who is happy to be
Right.
there. Makes a
If
huge
you
difference.
don't like people, don't work with them. It's
Right.
kind of how I look at it. And I always try to treat my guests as I want to be treated when I go to eat. So I really do get a lot of compliments, and it makes me know that I'm in the right line of work.
And you know what? I bet your tips show it also.
They typically do. They typically
Yes,
do.
I mean you're gonna always have those people that walk in that either don't tip or they just don't tip over 10% and that's it. There's just
Right.
some people out there, but for the most part, people do tip. Like if you make them feel good and make them happy, they're gonna pay you for it.
Right.
Thank you so much, Beth. I appreciate you joining me today.
Thank you so much. I'm glad I caught you on. I haven't been on TikTok a lot lately, but
And I just randomly went on today, so it was good.
for a reason, it wasn't random.
All right, have a good day.
Thank you, Christy. You too.
Bye.
Bye.
I want to thank everyone who is liking and sharing my live. I so appreciate it. That was a fun one that I just love. I love my spirits. I love my followers. Y'all are just doing such a good job. Okay. I kept thinking I was just going to pick someone to go live like I normally do, but I just keep having these spirits walking up, walking up. This gentleman is stepping up, and he's a big guy. He's letting me know. What is that song? Is it a song or is it a movie? Big Bad John. What was that? Was that a song? Is that a song? Okay, because I'm hearing that song. I don't know what that's about. I don't know if he liked that. Okay, so it's a bigger guy. And I'm not sure if that's his name or if he just liked music. He also liked music. So, funny. He is showing me. I was about to say that he was buried and not cremated, but he stopped me. But he is showing me a headstone. Usually when I see a headstone, someone on here is saying, Michaela is saying my dad, John. He loved music, my dad. I'm sorry, I haven't given a lot of information, so I was just tapping into it intuitively for a moment to say, is this really her dad? Okay, Michaela, I'm going to ask you to go live. Here we go. Hi, Hi, Michaela. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Did your dad like dirt track races and watching car racing?
They went to a lot of car races, yes.
Okay, very good. I bet my moderator knows why I just asked that. We have a neighbor who has a car that is ridiculously loud that he uses for racing. And the second you started coming on my screen, that car started. And your
Yes.
dad said, I find it quite annoying. The other day I was trying to meditate, this car, no. And but the second you were coming on my screen, this car went off, and your dad was like, that's beautiful music. So I was like, oh my gosh, you like races. All right. He is calling himself Fresh Meat.
Oh, yes. He was a flirt and he thought he was hot.
He's okay. So your dad's being funny. Okay. So I'm gonna let y'all in. My followers gets to know a little bit about our marriage. Now I will tell you, we've been married a long time, like 37 years, something like that. My husband don't play. We can be anywhere, and if he sees a man even look my way in public, he is like, nope.
Oh, yes. That's how my dad was. He was like, I'm the best, I'm the hottest one here, and that's it.
Yeah, so my husband were in Costco the other day, and I'd forgotten about it. I had gone on an aisle without my husband, and a man had stopped me and told me how nice I smell and wanted to know what I was wearing and all of that. So your dad is referencing that, and so he is saying, yeah, I know you're married. I know your husband doesn't let you out of his sight, but he'd been no competition to me, which he's joking about it, but he was that confident. He just thought he could, God's gift.
Yes.
But he was
My dad
funny
was
about it.
very confident. Even
Yes. He wasn't arrogant about it. He was just kind of funny. He's also saying, now what is this that he's showing me a headstone, Michaela? But when I said, oh, he was buried, not cremated, he stopped me. But he's showing me a headstone. What does that mean?
It could be because we actually just had a celebration of life for him, even though he chose to be cremated. That could be what it is. Like, he was very memorized.
Okay. Thank you for saying that, but he's still showing me this headstone, so let's go back to this headstone.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Who in spirit was buried, has a headstone, and is female that he was close to?
Female. It could be his grandmother, Lawana.
Okay, very good. He is acknowledging that
Or my grandmother.
Was she also buried?
Yes.
He is saying
believe
that
so.
it's who he got his looks from. Joking.
It could be, definitely. Grandma Lana, yes.
Okay.
She was very beautiful in her younger days.
Okay, very good. So it was an acknowledgement that he is with her. He said that he is, I don't know why he is using this terminology, tiptoeing through the tulips over there. He is.
I don't know.
He's also telling me that he is the one who has been messing with your car. Have you been having weird things going on with your car?
Both of our vehicles do weird things, so that could make sense.
Yes, he is saying that he's the one who's been messing with your car. He is saying, I said, why are you messing with the car? Could you not? Because he wanted to be original. I was like, couldn't you do some of the normal things like coins, feathers, cardinals, any of the normal things? He was like, no.
Which is odd because my car did this really weird thing like a few days after he passed, and it hadn't done it again. So I was like, that's odd.
Yeah, absolutely him. And I was actually teasing him about it because why your car? Why not do the normal stuff? And he's letting me know that he wasn't normal and he wasn't going to just do all the stuff that normal people do. He was going to be different.
Oh, he said that all the time. That was he was not normal.
You know what? He has done a phenomenal job of coming through with things that I wouldn't know about him and being very original in his delivery. He's also telling me that you have that same trait, you just haven't acknowledged it yet, and it's your superpower. Do not ever go with the crowd. You think differently, you process information differently, and he said that is your superpower. Make sure you're standing in it.
I love that.
All right. Thank you so much
Thank
for letting me
you.
read him. All right. He did a really good job. I have to tell everyone he did a really good job with his information. All right. I am about to pop over to. I was going to go live on a different platform, but I'm not sure which one. Do I want to go live on Facebook or Instagram? I don't know. Where do I want to go live next, people? Do I want Facebook or Instagram?
Where would y'all join us?
Yeah, where do y'all want to join me? I spend all my time live on TikTok, and I need to start spreading it across. I can't page Facebook. All right, the first person who pop over to, if y'all don't, Christine said either Facebook. It looks like Facebook has got it.
Facebook's the one.
Yep. As soon as I can close this down and get up and running on Facebook, I will be over there. I'll do Instagram. I spend all my time on TikTok, and it's really not, I really need to start putting energy into all my social media platforms instead of just so much into TikTok. So I am going to be over on Facebook here in just a couple of minutes. So if y'all want to join me over there, I want to thank everyone for joining me today. I will be live again probably tomorrow. Someone's asking for psychic. Pop over to Facebook. I'll start with psychic. Also, real quick before I go, for those of you who aren't going to join me over on Facebook, is I do have a couple of things coming up. We have the inaugural meeting, the first meeting of my Divine Collective group coming up Sunday evening at 6. You have to register for that on my website, Divine Collective. If you use the code FREE, FREE, put code. So you go to my website, Divine Collective, put in FREE, hit apply, because if you don't hit apply, it won't take off the money. So hit apply and then register. It will be free until September, and while I get all. So we will still do a couple of meetings a month. I'll be reading. We'll be doing some learning, and then also I have a Demystifying Spirit event, a free Zoom event coming up July 13th, also on my website under events. All right, I will see everyone over on Facebook here in a couple of minutes.